Hello. I hope y'all doing well today. There we go. Hello everyone. I hope y'all having a great day today. Um so today I just wanted to get on today and talk more about this charity thing that I'm doing. Maybe just showcase a game in the process. Um Sorry, hold on. I thought this game can work. By the way, this game is called Stack Flow, and basically what it is it's a roguelike Tetris game. That's what it literally is. You have to clear some amount of lines to be able to move on. And yeah. Like you can see like there's achievements. You can see like a different kind of blocks. Perks. Bosses. Yeah. Locked. With a row is cleared, you gain 10 stack in one flow. Went around without rotating any piece. Get 100 flow in more than a single combo. Alrighty. So all December long. Hold on. Welcome to Stack Flow. This is strategic block stacking game. It's all about smart placement and management. When you score stack and flow at the top, these drive your progress. Place blocks to complete lines. Each line gives 10 points plus flow bonuses. So in this case, flow is the multiplier. Check upcoming pieces and track what's remaining in your deck. Plan ahead wisely. Use the hold button to save pieces, but your target score increases 10% each time. Ooh. Reach your target's goal to win and unlock new blocks. Red levels give you a perk. You lose if pieces run out or blocks reach the... Oh, so you only have a certain amount of pieces. Left, right, instant place, rotate. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, all December long, I am raising money for Foster Love, which is a charity organization that helps foster youth. Now you might be asking, why are you doing this? There are other charities, yes, but this charity means special because for me, I was a foster child myself. You know, I went through the system. I got separated from my family at birth. Well, I won't say at birth, but at a young age. And basically, I went to the foster care system at the age of 7, right? And every 2 minutes, every day, someone enters the foster care. A child enters foster care. The thing about that is, like, whenever they leave their home, they only have a really small amount of time to grab their stuff. So that's why they're putting a lot of their stuff in trash bags. which make it look like which makes them look bad whenever they get moved into a new home. Um, but yeah, I was in the system when I was beginning at the age of 7. They tried to get me adopted, but they tried to get me put. They tried. Well, first they tried to get me back my biological family, but it did not work out. Because, well, at least with my situation, at least, because like it's like I was quote unquote kidnapped. So yeah, I was quote unquote kidnapped. I was taken from my biological family. Now, I I can't really say that's just what I was told from different people because I was a kid. I did not remember much. But I do remember when I first got into the system, I was very a troublemaker. Like I got sent to timeout a lot. Um, I got sent out to timeout a lot. Like I was very aggressive. Probably just because I was trying to get used to the transition and everything. Perk. At least with that piece, it doesn't rotate. Oh, come on, bro. Okay. That's what I need. But yeah, I was in a foster care system for a long time. They tried giving me back from my biological family, but that never worked out. Um, they. Oh god, this is. Oh god, This is gonna be lost cause. Anyways, yeah, they tried to get me back my biological family. That did not work out. They tried putting me up for adoption. So I was on like so the local news here. They had like a segment for people who are getting adopted. That did, uh, the event itself went well, but nobody wanted to adopt me. And so I think when I was like a teenager, uh, I had to just transition into aging out, which means I had to go to like the transitioning out classes and stuff like that. Um, Stuff like that. Whenever I don't remember. And yeah, it's hard being in a system because you don't really have that same connection to a family as you would do if you were growing up with a biological family, you know? And part of that is why I decided to do this camp, like do these holiday campaigns, because it especially hits around the holidays where like these kids they don't have a place to go for the holidays, you know, or they don't have a family to call. They don't have um sorry, I'm just in a little bit in a focus mode right now. Go. There we go. Pick your reward. If you clear 3 or more lines at a single, you get times 2 food. If you clear the board, but yeah, being sorry, I should probably wait to being in the foster system was hard, right? Because you never know what these, because one, you you have no control over it. They just pull you and say, "Hey, you're going to be living here now," and you don't even know how long, or even if you're going to be back with your family. You know, it's like think like this: you get basically, let's say you get taken to jail without a reason, and you don't know if or when you're going to get out. You know, that's pretty much how it felt. Not in a sense of like the the captivity like of jail, but more of like being forced to go somewhere against my will. You know. Now I understand they're doing it for my safety and stuff like that because like at least for my situation it was kind of weird because I heard many different stories of how I got in. Part of it's like neglect, part of it is abuse, part of it was like my biological grandma called CPS on me because of revenge or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just frustrating, you know? Now, I do have some like stats I want to share with y'all, you know. Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care. Children in the system, in an average of are in the system for about 2 to 3 years and may not have their birthday celebrated. You know, see, I was a special case. I was in the system for pretty much my whole life. Uh, and like I said earlier, they tried to get me adopted, but it never worked out for me, you know? It never worked out. So they tried getting me back my biological family. That never worked out. So instead, what they opted to do is, because at the time there was basically like no hope. Dang it. Um, yeah, so they basically had me try to age out of the system, you know. And luckily, the family I grew up with was nice and kind. But there's still some things I still didn't like about the way I was raised too, because like it's like I said earlier, it kind of did feel like a prison. I mean, yes, I got to do stuff as a kid, but I didn't get to experience much. I didn't get to experience a lot as a kid. Like it was either home or school or the occasional outing. Like I've never been able to go to a friend's house. I've never been able to go to do band. I've never been able to do theater. Like I never got to do any of those after school activities. And part of it I understand in terms of like the whole, it's like I was being stalked. Because like an example of this was like back in middle school on my birthday in 8th grade, I remember or at least very specifically, I was going to my first period class, and I got called down to the office. I got a thing of cupcakes, and it had a note on it, right? It basically was like a note saying, "Hey, this is what you should do for escape." I started to cry because I was like, why would I need to run away? You know? And so I was in math class at the time, and my math teacher told me to take it back down to the office. Um, and then I think I had a meeting later on that day too, because my foster parent came up and she found out about the cupcakes. I'm like, okay, this is a problem. I also remember this too because it was also because at the time, my English class, we were reading The Hunger Games, the first book, right? And we were reading The Hunger Games, and Katniss Everdeen shared the same birthday as I do. So to celebrate, we did it. Well, my birthday was just happened to be on her birthday. But either way, we celebrated with a cornucopia mini game that we played in class outside. And so, yeah, that's what I remember about that. But even then, like it sucks, you know? Like being separated from your family Like, imagine this. Imagine if you were separated by your own family, right? Like taken away without a choice by people that you loved, and but you barely even knew them. Imagine that. That's how I felt. Like I didn't want to leave them, but I also barely got a chance to know them. And now for me, it feels weird, especially around the holidays, because yes, I know there's people I can like spend time with the holidays, but I don't have that same connection as the. I basically feel like an outsider too, because everyone else they have more of a connection than I do, because they are a family and I'm just well, I would say a visitor, but like, I don't feel like an official family member. Now get this: 70% of siblings are separated. And think about that is like me and my quote unquote brother, which he's kind of my brother, but he's kind of not. Like we grew up in the system together. They try to keep us in the system together, but they, but he's not my he wasn't actually my biological brother. And get this, I never found out about any of my biological siblings until after I aged out, right? I never found out I had a biological sister. I never found out I had a stepbrother. I never found out about any of that. Like I never did at all, which oh y'all. Um the only reason I knew because I think I was at age of 16. I was able to get my copy of a birth certificate because at the time I was getting ready to transition into getting into college, and you had to have those documents. And so I found my biological parents on there. They do not have the same last name as me. So I started to reach out to them. And a couple of years later, when I was in community college, they reached out back. I'm like, huh. And then that's how they told me I found out about my biological sister, which I connected with her. She came down to visit one year for Thanksgiving. It was really nice. And then a couple of years later, I found out that she passed away. I'm like, oh, lordy. Why? It's so it sucks. Like being in this. I mean, there's only so many homes, and I understand that a lot of foster parents don't have the space, especially if you have a lot of kids, right, coming in. I understand. I understand, but also part of it too. It sucks. Like you don't you don't get to see your siblings every day like you used to do. All because something happened. And now your parent now something that happened that's out of your control, and now your parent and now you and your siblings are cannot see each other on a daily basis. Like, yes, you'll have visits every once in a while. You'll be able to see your siblings and you'll be able to see your parents, depending on the circumstances, of course. You know, every year, 20,000 people, 20,000 youth age out of the system. I was one of those people that aged out of the system, which sucks. That was easy. um, it, it honestly was like, because at that point, like, oh, you're not gonna be able to go back to your family. You're not gonna get adopted, which hits me in the gut so hard because I've never been adopted. I never got back my biological family. And to this day, I always feel queasy trying to talk to my sorry. Feel queasy about talking to my biological family because it's like I should have known them a long time. But now that I'm adult, I can do whatever I want. It just feels weird now, you know? Within 18 months of aging out, 40 to 50% become homeless or incarcerated. Now, luckily for me, that wasn't the case. I had resources that'd be able to help me and guide me through to where I am today, which was very, very nice. Um, but not a lot of people get that luxury. Okay, that ability I just picked up was a little bit OP. Just saying. Um, 50% graduate high school, high school graduates, and 50% of youth graduate high school, and 20% of that go on to college, but only 3 to 5% graduate. You know, only 3 to 5% graduate college. I graduated college. Well, I mean, the main thing is because I love learning. You know, and I think the thing for me too, because like you can probably see like a lot of like fear that I have. For example, when it comes to Sea of Thieves, when I play Sea of Thieves, I get a little frightful when I try to do Hourglass solo PvP. Part of it for me, I think, is because of trauma and all the stuff I experienced. Because I literally have a mark on my neck, you know. I don't want to. Obviously, I'm a PNG YouTuber, so I can't really show it unless I hooked up my camera. But my phone battery's low, so I'm not gonna do that. But I should probably get back to what I'm talking about. So Foster Love, they have scholarship programs for college, for college that for college youth that have for college youth that they can help them out in many different ways. You know, like that's how I found out about them because I found out about them through my foster care liaison because every university has to have one. and they got me connected with them, and they were able to help me out a lot. They were able to help me like get equipped because at the when I was attending university, I was attending film school, which I still wish I can be able to use my degree to this day, but I have not been able to, which sucks. I want to be able to use my degree. It all just being in a system in general sucks. Like it sucks trying to be away from your family. It, it sucks. But foster love is a nonprofit that basically works to transform the way youth across the country experience the foster care system. They basically want to shape the way that foster care is, because like I said with my story, that my experience with foster care, while has been loving, has also been tragic. I didn't get to experience things as a kid. Yes, I felt love, but I didn't feel like I had the normal human experience because of my protection. Like I had people stalking me. I had these people that I had no control over coming trying to take me back, you know. For context, apparently because that's also one of the things is like um so as one of the reasons I thought I was told to get, besides neglect, I was kidnapped. And for that, I was told by these people who thought we belonged to them because we had the same last names, or so I thought. You know? But when I looked at my birth certificate, we did not have the same last name. I did not have the same last name as my biological family, and apparently my biological dad did not want anything to do with me. Horrible. But what they should try to do is trying to transform that stereotype, that mindset, and try to make it more positive experience for those who are coming into the system. Because coming into the system when you're taken away from a family, that's already a rough time. So they're trying to make it a more positive experience for them, so that they can feel welcomed. And like I said earlier, like it's children. So basically, it's not most of the time. It's not the children's fault. They have no control over it. Over, they have no control about of getting into the system. Like most of the reason, like the reasonings that most people get into the foster care systems may vary, but a lot of it have to do with like instability, loss, neglect, and abuse. So with the foster love, if when you donate, they try to they want to support youth in foster care in all ages, from like giving them bikes and skateboards to make. So like I actually spoke with them the other day, and they do like clothes shopping for aged out adults, or like shopping sprees. They also do Disney days to reunite siblings. They do, what was it? Hang on, give me 1 second. They do sweet cases, which is like a duffel bag. Because, like I said earlier, a lot of times when they come in, they only have like 10 minutes to grab their stuff, and that's it. And a lot of times they don't have everything that they need, and so these sweet cases, um, not only they duffel bag, they I guess they get a duffel bag, but also they just make sure they have what they need. And then for like I said, for education, they have scholarships, which helps fill the gaps. Because I don't know if you know, but if you're in the foster care system at the age of 13, I think I don't remember the full details, but if you're in the foster care system at the age of 13, you qualify for a tuition waiver, which you can use at any public university, and you can use it to pay for your schooling, your tuition, which that's a huge thing. That's how I was able to get through college, you know. Now there, don't get me wrong, I still had to pay for stuff. Like I still had to pay for books, I still had to pay for meals, I still had to pay for housing, but the tuition part, it's still, yeah, tuition helped out a lot. Yeah, they want to transform the experience, make it because they want to make them feel loved, included, and welcome. Now, yeah, I'll read this because of this. Like they want to make sure everyone has a birthday. The sweet cases, which are personalized duffel bags that provide their children entering the system. Most children into their foster care come in with very few belongings, which are almost stuffed in the trash bags. Most of the children are sweet cases, which we fill with comfort item and basic need items to replace those trash bags and restore a sense of dignity and safety for kids. For older youth, we provide different resources ranging from teen duffels, which are the more mature version of full tuition scholarships with wraparound services like mentorship, professional development, and emotional support. Tech packs that come with the basic. So yeah, basically, they provide some stuff like basic needs, but also provide some stuff that makes them feel like at home too for the sweet cases, which I think that's a really cool. So another question I have on in this email, basically explain the process of putting a child into the foster care being placed with another family. How's So when the child enters the foster care system, it's usually because a child's a social worker or law enforcement must determine that a child's safety at risk. From there, the child is transferred to the custody of the local foster care department. And at that point, the department will look into the family of origin, first to attempt to identify someone's immediate family. So they try to basically what they try to do first is try to see if there's someone in their immediate family to be their guardian. If not, then they'll try to be in their system. Research has proven that to transition into the family member's home is less traumatic than moving in with a stranger. If that isn't feasible and often isn't, the professionals either place the child to a licensed fostered home or, depending on the circumstances, into a group home. A lot of times this happens in the middle of the night with very little notice, you know. Yeah, like basically what foster love does is they bring whenever someone goes into the system, they bring these sweet cases, which I was telling you about, like has like the basic belongings and the comfort items and stuff like that. And then actually pretty soon they're gonna have like a first night kit, which will provide foster parents with emergency essentials that they may not have on hand when they receive a call through the middle of the night saying, hey, you're going to get a new kid. Uh, so I guess my next question to you, the listener or the viewer, however you're watching this, is I created this campaign, Home for the Holidays, because I did not want anyone to feel alone during the holidays. Because for me, a lot of family oriented holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, it makes me feel queasy. Like for the reasons I said earlier, like yeah, yes, I'm still part of the family. Like I'm still going and spending time with people, but it's not. But when people say they're spending time with family, I'm like, great. Like in the inside, I feel like I don't really have a family I can actually turn to. You know, I have people I can turn to, but it's not the same as I have a family I can turn to. You know, that's the same for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, as of this recording, I do have a family I can go and hang out with for Christmas, and they make me feel included. And don't get and before I forget, I do still get in touch with my foster family. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I just wished, and they even tell me like they wish they could have done things better whenever they're raising me. So I applaud them for that, for at least acknowledging that. Um, Now I just want y'all to think about, right? Before I wrap this up, actually let me do one more. I just want y'all to think about this, right? It's during the holiday season. Imagine like you're out here spending time with your family, but not a lot of kids during the holidays might be able to get that kind of experience. You know, they may not be able to get spend time with their family or spend time with family at all. Because it's because, like I said earlier, a lot of times, all the things happen in the middle of the night, and so a lot of them don't have control over like what happens. And not only that, whenever they have to move to a new place, they also have to get used to a new school or in a new environment, which sucks. You know, it sucks. I should not place that there, but oh well. Like I remember when I was trying to adapt to new place, like when I first dang it, I was close. Um it took me a bit, like I don't know if it was the trauma that had, but I felt like, but I have ADHD and autism and now anxiety, and I felt like that stemmed from the trauma, or at least mostly through trauma that I experienced through the system, or like prior to the system, and part of it, I think the anxiety is through the system too, because I think in the system I've learned to repress a lot of things. For example, like when my brother tried to hit me a lot, like I would get blamed for a lot of things, which sucked. You know, so I've just learned to shut up and keep my mouth shut, which kind of made me the person I am today. Like a quiet, reserved kind of person. It sucks, you know? So, I want to end with this. Imagine if you're me, right? You're just spending time with your family, and all of a sudden you find out that you're going to be you're going to be taken away from your family. Move to a new environment. You don't know these people, and you're upset, right? Especially around the holidays, where you want to spend time with your family, right? You don't know these people. You don't know how they're gonna react. You don't know these people. Now you enter a fight or flight mode, which is what I was acting. When I first got into the system, I was fighting for my life because I didn't know these people. I didn't know these people at all. I wanted to get back to someone that I knew. Every 2 minutes, someone enters the foster care system. Every 2 minutes. And that could be because, like I said, most of the reasons can vary, but it could be because of abuse. It could be neglect, insecurity, many, many different things. Like, I literally have a case file, a digital copy of it, that's over 5,000 pages. I'm like, oh, I don't want to read all of that. Part of it because I don't want to. Part of it's because I don't want to, but also part of it too, I'm just like, that's a lot. Because, like, my situation is something, you know? So, my question to you as I wrap this recording up, right? What does the holidays mean to you? Everyone knows, like, the holidays is time for, like, Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. But what do they mean, you know? Are they about spending time with family? Are they about getting presents? Are they about celebrating traditions? Or what is it? These kids, whenever they get placed in a new home, they want to feel loved. They want to feel welcome. They want to feel included. They want to feel included in these things, you know? So, what does the holidays mean to you? Now, if you felt at least any way inspired by this listening today, I would love for you to go and donate to Foster Love on the Tiltify page. I would love for that. Because what they do is amazing. Trying to make sure these kids, have a lot of love and care and inclusion, and they just want to make sure everyone feels welcomed and loved and included. And that's what I try to do with my stuff, with my community. I try is a keyword. But I try to make everyone feel welcomed, loved, and included. You know, I try to respond to every chat message if I'm able to. And I try my best, you know. I'm trying to see if there's any other information that I should share. Yeah, if you feel inspired or just have some sort of feeling about what you listened to today, I encourage you to donate, right? I encourage you to go and donate. Donate to this campaign. Help out Foster Love, right? Help them out. I encourage you, from someone who's been in the system, these kids may not have a place that they can call home for the holidays. These kids don't have a place that they can say, hey, this is my family. I'm gonna spend time for them for the holidays. A lot of them don't a lot of foster parents don't even have like resources that they can do for the holidays, you know? Because a lot of times foster parents have to worry about their own kids and these foster kids. At least that's what I had to deal with, because my foster parent also had her children that she had to worry about too, which was a lot. And from my experience, like the family I grew up with, we had kids coming in and out, in and out. But like I was the one who stayed, and typically I've seen people who go from different foster homes to different foster homes for many different reasons. I only stayed with a couple of one. I stayed with one primary one, went to another one for a little bit and came back. But primarily I stayed with this one that I grew up with for pretty much most of my life, which I am lucky and blessed. But a lot of other kids came and gone, like for many different years. Many different years. And it was a lot of kids. It's which kind of, and a lot of them came and gone for many different reasons, whether they got adopted or they got brought to their biological family again. I don't know, but it's cool to see that they were able to thrive. But for me, all I was able to do was age out. And I was on the local news twice. One with my quote unquote brother, and the other one was just by myself, because at that second time, my brother was aged out. So I ask this again as I close out. What does the holidays mean to you? Does it mean family? Does it mean connection? Does it mean tradition? Does it mean giving? Does it mean love and inclusion? Think about it. What does it mean? Thank you for watching.